So, got the chassis in today. I started working on it a little bit. Wired up the speaker, put in the battery compartment on it, and got the recharge port in it. Right now I got it taped up, but I'm going to show you what my progress is so far on this build right now. Okay, from the last time you've seen, I went through and glued the two new switches in place on here. I stuck some of the isolation tape right in place there. I'm planning on gluing this down to the top of the two switches. And then right here's the chassis. When I ordered them, I asked that they would send them in black, so they kind of match the carbon fiber, but they end up sending me two white chassis. And here's like the cap ends on it, but nice enough. They included more of a gold colored kill key, two of them with it. So I've got the battery compartment in there, I got keep power sitting in place, and then on this side is where I got the recharge port wired in. So a recharge port is actually pretty decently easy to wire in. You just have to make sure that you watch how you run your wires. So underneath this is a KR Saber speaker. I wired it so either the red side is your positive, the other side is your negative. I used the green as my negative wire, and then the white wire you see over there with the red marking on the end, that is my positive line off the speaker. So whenever I go to wiring up the Proffieboard, these two red wires will end up connecting up and running the positive to the board, and also these will run the same positive out to the Neopixel strip as well. And then once I get this all wired up to the Proffieboard, then I'll go from there. So I used paint markers on this thing. So I ordered a couple large boxes of paint markers, so I used a black paint marker and a gold paint marker on this, just to give it a little bit of a black and gold look to it. Kind of blend it in with the Mace Windu kind of look. And then what I have left to do is program the Proffieboard.
It is now the time for the shameless plug. Yes, the shameless plug. So if you guys have not yet liked this video, please hit the like button. And if you have not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. And if you have any friends that would like any of our videos, feel free to share it with them.
So here you can see how the chassis looks. So I fed the recharge port back through here, and it's got a little nut on the end of it. I tightened it down so it's set firmly in there, and then the speaker drops in here. So I wired up the speaker first, fished the wires through all the way through here and out, as you can see right there. And then let's see, and then I ordered a bunch of these battery holders from Saber Forge not too long ago, and then this is made by Keystone Electronics, and this fits right into the bottom right here. It just slides right down in place. It's got two little spots that snap in. I normally, whenever dealing with the recharge ports, I generally run the negative to the bottom and the positive to the top, just because I'm having to deal with the recharge port. So you can see right there, it's got the plus and the minus on there. I normally cut the little ends of these legs off and then solder to on this side in these points, and just have this sit flush so I don't have any little legs sticking out through the bottom part of this. So I got one more of these Keystone Electronics battery holders for this chassis specific, so I'm going to be using this for a different build. But this one, once the glue for the cover is dry, I also glued the speaker in place as well. Just got a little masking tape over the top just to keep it held down firmly, just so I don't have any issues with the glue losing hold. So that's the same way with these switches right here. I just got them, the ends glued down into their slots, and then tomorrow I'll come back, I'll work a little bit on this top piece, see how, if I'm gonna have to add a little bit of material to make sure this is spaced out enough for the switches to work. So that's where my little 3D printing pen would come in handy. So I just have to work around this, get everything set up right. So I'm just going to keep on testing it until I got this fit perfectly in place before I bond it down. And you guys see I milled out the windows in here, and then it's got those 3 screws in there to hold this in place. I'm not too far from having this build completely done.
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked this video, then please press the like button.
And if you like what you've been watching, please hit the subscribe button.
To see our latest video, click on the link to the right.
Thank you again. Later.